Hello, time for more Minecraft. It's scary down here, but I need more wither skeleton heads. I also get to bring back some ancient debris with me. I do need to get rid of these terrible swords. And I can smelt that one, but I could smelt it later. Right now I'm just gonna worry about tossing these. It sounds like I need to fight some people. Ah! There's a lot of them in here. Oh, I wasn't even able to get the drops. Oh yeah, I was. Okay, so we got a dump. Do we have a hole? I have. Where to put my hole? I guess the hole used to be right here. Get out of here. And we'll make a new hole. And we'll just toss these. That's better. Ooh, and I want to get rid of some of this garbage too. Alright, swords can go in. So can the netherrack. Looks like I need to take some of these bricks out and work them. Crafting nether brick. Oh man, we're getting lots of nether brick. I guess an expansion is in order, isn't it? A lot bigger expansion than I was expecting. Maybe somebody was down here. I don't get how so much of this brick could have been smelted by now. Oop. What? No, that's not what I want to do. Nether brick. Yeah, man. Alright. Oops. Oh, I can't make more nether brick. Gotta grab more. I think I just grabbed something that I didn't want to grab. There we are. Okay, so that's a lot of nether brick. I can do some expansions. And I can also get rid of these gold bars. I'll just toss all this stuff in there. I don't need it right now. Even the ancient debris? Yeah. I'll put the ancient debris in there too. Because I come back here pretty often. Alright. Bones. Ingots. Alright, the one thing I won't put in there is the nether bricks, because I plan to use these soon. Alright, that's a better arrangement. Good enough for now. Ooh, my quarry. They really get a lot closer to me when I have the speed potion on. Or not the speed potion, but the speed boost. Throws off my sense of distance. Yeah, that's the problem. Alright, so we want to expand. We don't need netherrack. Not going to spawn anything useful. Alright. I'd kind of like to turn off that spawner as well. I guess I should be considerate of how much I mine out of here, because if I don't fully fill in these bricks, then it'll actually be a negative effect to have that there. I also got to take out the ceiling. I need to leave at least 3 spaces. Because the wither skeletons are 3 spaces tall. Looks like maybe doing 3 at a time is faster than trying to do 4. Probably. Oops. Double oops. Uh-oh, getting shot at. Ceiling's not high enough to shoot back. Because a crossbow would be useful for that, wouldn't it? Those guys don't really hurt that bad, though. I feel like people don't like looking at the nether. People like to see the overworld. I like to have beacons, though, so I need to spend some time here. This expansion is looking pretty good. Ah, stop it. That's what I thought. There's a lot of fiery sounds over here. I wonder if I'd noticed if like there was a real fire and I was hearing real fire sounds. Or if I would just think that the fire sounds were getting more realistic. For some reason I have a irrational fear of house fires now. I think I've been watching too many of somebody's YouTube videos. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to break these solid. Yeah, that makes more sense. Ooh, and that's not all. There's more. Of course I can't hit him. I can probably ignore him for a little bit longer while I make sure that there's enough room for spawnage. I don't even feel fast anymore, even though I've got the speed too. You get used to it so quickly. Or did I not have it? I'm confused. Zoom! Oh, thanks, Gab. I just have to get used to the fact that my sword can hit farther away than it appears when I have this wide of FOV. That guy has some serious knockback. I need to get a sword without any knockback. Either that or I need to get maybe another beacon so I can do one-shot kills. I'm not sure if I can even do one-shot kills. I should test it out first. Still only 2 heads. Thanks, Michelle. I guess I should eliminate these guys. Save me the hassle. They're really crawling out of the woodwork, aren't they? Zoom! So apparently when I do thorns damage, it resets my full attack strength delay. That's a little bit unfortunate. It's a pretty good reason to not have thorns, actually. Let's round these guys up. I really need a warning sign. Objects on the screen are closer than they appear when using speed 2. I guess we're making more netherrack. Oh. He surprised me. At least I can dodge these guys a lot more effectively with this higher speed. Like I didn't even know what hit him. There we go. Ooh, got him. Ooh. Can I make it all the way to the end of this and back without losing my speed boost? The answer appears to be yes. Still only 2 heads. Am I actually going faster like this? That's interesting. Or is this just how fast I would be going? Looks like I actually can go faster by hopping. That's interesting. Never knew that. Hopping while holding the bow makes you go faster. I guess maybe that only happens when you have the speed 2 boost. You know, if I put up a like a border of soul soil and got soul speed 3 on here, man, I'd be booking it real fast. It didn't despawn. Oh, I can eat and run. Whee! There was a lot of people out here. They're getting in the way of my spawns. I guess I need to put down some more slabs to prevent spawning. Zoom! Ooh. We'll just ignore those guys and go right for the one we want. I wonder if I'm riding a horse. Does my horse go faster too? Haste might be a nice beacon for down here too. You know, I've already got one beacon. I might as well put as much as I can fit down there. Although I do need more emeralds before I can do that. I think I have to stay over here for a certain amount of time before it'll actually despawn the things on the other side. Although when I do, I lose my speed boost. There it is. So empty over here. I say it's empty and then bam, look what happens. Run away! Alright, now things are really heating up now. So only 2 wither skeleton skulls, though. Those guys don't do me any good. Alright, I've got to drop off some junk here. Alright, what do I got? I got these swords. I gotta toss these swords. Oh, and I gotta eat. You know, I'm almost out of food, so I can't stay too much longer. Oh, hello, Jack. I still have too much stuff on hand. And still only 2 skulls. Alright, the fuel. Gold sword. Looks like I can make some more ingots. I don't think I want this protection chainmail. That can go in there. Target acquired. Oh, he got me. So hard to aim at this speed. I'd like just one more wither skull tonight. Maybe more, but I mean, I'd really like one more. Ooh, I gotta hydrate. Odds are not good. I'm pretty fast, aren't I? When they set me on fire, they really light up my world. Did I see a head? I did. Maybe I'm gonna see two heads. Two heads are better than one after all. Nope. Zoom. I'm too fast. Can't catch me. Whoa! Getting me closer to the fire. Ooh, alright, I'm getting better at this. Avoiding those hits. Oof. I haven't seen any guys over here in a little bit. Oof. Ooh, I've got a fourth wither skeleton skull. I will have to leave soon though, because I've been chewing through this food really fast. It seems that I chew through the food a lot faster when I'm running faster. I guess that makes sense. Surprise! Oh, he surprised me instead. Can't wither me if I'm already withered. Nothing over here. What was that sound? That was a weird sound. Too many non-wither skeletons out here. I think I've got a little path I can take to maybe despawn them. Did it work? I cannot tell. I thought I saw some targets over there, I guess not. I'll have to remember to bring double the food next time I come down here. I do have enough wither skeleton skulls, so I think I have to leave after this route, because I don't want to run around here with no food. That's the most dangerous thing you can do in this game, is run around with no food. Alright, well, it's time to go. So I should bring my ancient debris back with me. Oh. I want to miss that opportunity. I do enjoy having that beacon here. Nice addition. It also lets me get most of the way back at a high speed. Oh, getting kind of tired. Let's see, if I want to go home, this is the fastest way. I just realized snow golems might be really helpful down there. 'Cause I'm sure they can defeat a blaze, right? They're made of snow? Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe a blaze would be able to defeat snow really easily. Alright, we're back home. So I've got 2 mini swords. And too much XP. Oh my god. So much XP. Good old unwanted item hole. And then the other place where I put unwanted items. Endless junk boxes. Junk boxes forever. Actually, the magma creams can go into the potion box. Oh dang, the potion box is pretty much filled to the brim. Garbage. Not really garbage, but going in there anyways. Spruce. Axe. Oh, the blaze rats can also go in there. Alright. That looks good. And I should also do some trading. I should do some enchantments with all this experience, but I can't motivate myself to do those enchantments. Time for trade. Guys, give me your emeralds. Thank you very much. Uh-oh, I'm gonna accidentally shoot this guy. That'll be a quick way to get dead, next to this golem. Well, I need emeralds. I also like to buy these arrows. You know what? I'm not gonna buy the arrows. I do need to buy more lapis lazuli, though. I'm gonna go through, what, how much is that? 30, or no, 78 minus 30. That's 48. Yeah, I'm gonna be going through like 48 lapis just to do those enchantments. Oh, I wonder if these guys refreshed. They might have. They did. How about the other guy? Awesome. Easy money. Alright. Money. I think those are the only 2 people who bring me money here. I should put my ancient debris away in the proper box. I still need to deliver some of that ancient debris to Buster to help him get back on his feet after the server crashing fiasco. 42? That's a good amount of ancient debris. Oh, I did forget to put the pumpkins away. I always forget to put those pumpkins away. Is there any chance he refreshed again? No, they can't refresh more than twice in a single day. Impossible. What is this coal for? I guess I was supposed to put this coal in another burner. Oh, it's charcoal. All right. I think I still want to use charcoal, right? I can. Perfecto. All right. Slowly getting my emeralds back. I haven't tended to this farm in a while. I wonder if it's ready to go. Yes, it is. It is indeed quite ready. Yeah, I do not want to run out of melons. Melons being my primary source of income. I'll also hit the tree up before I go too. Happy times. Oh, I just remembered. I have to grab 4 spruce saplings first. Then I fly up there. All done. Alright. Easy. Almost dark. Oopsies. Alright, so melons. And pumpkins. There we are. And I guess I could also maybe buy some more. Oh no, I don't have any emeralds on me. Maybe I should finally just put up with it and make those enchantments. Probably about time. Oh, I need these golden carrots. I forgot about that. Okay, so do I do these enchantments? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. 11:05. How long is it going to take me to do these enchantments? I kind of need to do them. I noticed Hand Banana just died and lost all of his equipment recently. So he's going to need some replacements. Although it looks like we have a pretty healthy amount here. Alright, so I need an armor, I need 2 pickaxes, 5 bows, a crossbow, and some swords. Interesting. There's a lot of stuff that I need. I guess the bows is the thing I need the most, so I'll just grab some bows first. Oh, and I don't have any emeralds then. I need to buy some bows. Looks like I took all of the emeralds. Alright, guy. I need your bows. Actually, I've got one more way I can make money real quick. Not only will I get some money out of this, but I'll also make the bows cheaper. So we'll make some sticks. Some more sticks. And see how this bow costs 2 emeralds? We're gonna fix that. Oops. Alright, now you're gonna sell it to me for 1 emerald. No? No, you're not going to? That's odd. Well... let's buy some arrows and see if that changes anything. Oh man, this guy's stingy. Thought he could change. Yeah, more Minecraft. So it looks like I have to pay full price for these bows. Yeah, I can't buy more arrows. I could buy these arrows of weakness. Yeah, I'll just buy some bows, I guess. Well, the arrow of weakness came down at least. That's a good thing. I guess I just haven't traded with that guy in a very, very long time. Oh, why do I still have 64 melons on me? Alright, so we can add these bows to the box. 1, 2, 3, 4. Some swords would be nice. I don't have a guy that I buy swords from, do I? Where did I get my swords from last time? I don't remember. I'll go check and see. Maybe I do have somebody who'll sell me some swords. Might as well go to bed real quick. Not planning on heading out tonight. Whoa! Oh man, I needed that stretch. Alright, so I've got these bowls. These guys aren't going to recharge their trades till 10 o'clock, so I don't need to hang out around over here. Oh yeah, I was going to see who sells swords. Willsmith obviously doesn't sell the swords. This guy doesn't sell swords, neither does this guy. Where did I get those swords from? I'm confused. Somebody got me swords. Am I doing enchanting? Oh my god, I'm thinking about it. Like, I've started working on it, but I haven't even done an enchantment yet. Right now I'm just getting ready. I've been dreading this moment for days. I guess there's nothing to do but get started, right? I was just trying to get the things in order. It's gonna be a lot of enchantments. Oh yeah, I've got a different place for these. Oh, is it over here? Yeah, bows can go over here. Arrows too, why not? Even these arrows. I should put these wither skeleton skulls away. Still lower than I started with yesterday. There's a guy in the underground who sells swords. Oh yeah, that must have been who I got it from. Well, I'm not going to worry about it until I run out of swords. Because I've got 3 swords. Oh. Okay, level 79. Oh, I've only got 13 lapis? What? I've got black lapis over here. Alright, I'm gonna need those. Alright. These leaves. I don't know what's going on with these leaves. Let's just put those away there. Okay, here we go. Uh-oh. Alright, I did not properly arrange my inventory for that. Somehow I ended up with an extra bow. Oh, and books. And from this one I don't actually need anything. Unless I run out of pickaxes. Okay. Unbreaking. Unbreaking. Everything's unbreaking. Aquafinity, maybe. Fortune 3, easy. Choice made. Perfect. Get another one. Another one. Alright. Unbreaking. Fire protection. Protection for pants. That seems likely. Alright, yep, we're doing protection for pants. Nice. Alright, grab some more pants. Alright, sword. Knockback 2 is looking pretty strong. Ooh, protection. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna do this. We want protection for. Dang! I got some luck tonight. Alright. Armor. Alright. Unbreaking. Power. Unbreaking. Protection. Unbreaking. Oh god. Efficiency. What did I do wrong here? I don't have any good choices. Fishing rods. Did I not pull out any fishing rods? I did not pull out any fishing rods. Okay, let's see. Did that make anything better? Unbreaking 3 on a fishing rod? Not really. Alright, well I have to choose one, so the fishing rod it is. It's not the worst thing ever. Sweeping Edge 3, that's a good possibility actually. If I don't have any other options. Lambo. Yeah, we'll do Sweeping Edge 3. Was it worth it? No. Respiration 3 could be an option. You know what? Usually when I get Respiration 3, it gives me like something stupid, like fire resistance or something. I don't trust it. Oh, why did I pull out another sword? I didn't need another sword. I needed another fishing rod. I'm breaking. I guess we'll take our chances again. Looting? Efficiency? Infinity? Alright, infinity it is. You know, might as well leave this in here. Just Sweeping Edge 3 is a possibility. Alright, we're doing Sweeping Edge 3. And that's all of our swords. Oh, dang! That's a good sword. Looting 3, Sharpness 4, Sweeping Edge 3. That's good. Alright. So I don't have any more swords left. Maybe I do have to take a trip to the Underground City after all. I think the guy in the Underground City, though, I think he sells his swords not for an amazing price? Is he in my house? I don't recall. If he's in my house, then he probably sells them for a good price. I don't think he is. Hmm. Pickaxe? Because I haven't been trying pickaxes lately. Unbreaking. Protection. Protection's probably what I want. Alright, protection it is. Nice. It's another winner. The same winner as this guy. Protection on a hat. You know what? We're gonna do protection on the hat. We need to get a... Man, I'm just like winning all over the place over here. We need a new hat. We need a new body armor. Aqua Affinity. Protection 4. Okay, we'll do another body. Man, I'm getting the same thing over and over again. I don't quite get it. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that guy. I mean, it's nice. It's better than actually, like, using my diamonds on it. That's for sure. But that is a lot of emeralds to pay. So... What did I just do? Body armor? Okay, I got 2 pickaxes in there. I only want to keep 1 pickaxe on me. I think the guy lives in the library. Okay, let's put these away. These are kind of getting in my way now. So... It seems they are disappearing at a lower rate than normal. Normally it's hard for me to keep these boxes filled. I guess people have not been playing over the last few days. I'm used to a certain amount of turnover over here with these items. And now I have to just like spill over into more and more junk boxes. Alright, so hats, shoes, body armor. Okay, body armor. Another bow. Alright, I think that's everything. Oh no, I didn't pull out a fishing rod. Oh, unbreaking. Efficiency. Nope. Man, I'm still level 46. This is torture. Fire aspect 2 on a book? You know, why not? We'll do fire aspect 2 on a book. Does my sword even have fire aspect 2 on it? What? Neither of my swords have fire aspect 2 on? That's interesting. I didn't know that. So I could totally add another enchantment to these boys. Now the question is, do I actually want that enchantment? So if I put fire aspect 2 on this guy, how could it possibly come back on? So this guy right here, this one-shot skeleton archers. So I don't have to worry about setting a skeleton archer on fire. And if I do, I mean, he's going to be dead. So he won't be able to shoot me with fire arrows. The one thing that it might help me kill is, what do you call them? Those creepers on my sharpened sword. So I probably might want to put it on my sharpened sword to help with the creepers. I'll think about that. Protection. Protection. No, no, no. Breaking. Piercing. Uh-oh. Alright, we'll just do another bow. We'll just YOLO. YOLO the bow. Okay, that was a big mistake. That's just chance. Random chance. You don't always win. Flame? I might do flame. Oh, Buster Beast is on.
Hello.
Oh, I think the server might be in better condition now. Feels pretty good, but I wouldn't know until we have a lot of people try to log in. Infinity bow. All right, we can do an infinity bow. Let's pick one. Oh, fortune 2. Nope, don't want that. Have you been much on the server lately?
No, not really. Since the search and rescue, I hopped on here for like a few minutes today before we started streaming
Mm-hmm.
Stardew and Terraria, but only enough to pick up a couple slabs from my rushed horse house and raise them up 1 block, and that was it.
Ah. Knockback 2 on the sword. I could maybe do that. What am I missing here? I guess I'm missing a bow and I'm missing a fishing rod. Lure 3? I'll take it.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this demon tomato that is stuck to the side of my pyramid.
Oh yeah, I've never even seen it.
I'll leave it here if you'd like to come visit. I'm just replanting my crops, that's why I just re-noticed it.
Alright, I'll come over there in a bit. I've almost finished all of my enchantments. I was like in the 70s, level 70s, and then like I kept dreading every moment that I thought about having to do all these enchantments. Now they're almost done. Finally almost done. Protection 4. Yeah, man. That's what we want. One more enchantment. Protection 4, that's a good choice. But Fortune 3 is also a good choice. I was level 79. I was level 79. Brenda just reminded me.
I was gonna say, I remember you hitting level 69.
Yeah.
How far in the 70s you went? Almost out of them.
Yeah. I should probably do the math to find out how much XP I wasted by going to 79. I'm sure it was like an enormous amount. Like, I probably could have done 3 times as many enchantments. Maybe not, though. I don't know. I've never done the exact math on it. Shoes? It looks like I didn't make any shoes.
Uh, I think I figured out what this thing is.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I broke it, or I broke a hole in it because I was like, what's in the middle here? Because it's completely covering 1 block. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a glowing log in there from, I think this grew through the floor. I think this is one of those netherrack trees or whatever the netherwort
Oh, you
crimson
think it grew on
trees.
its own?
No, I was growing some inside the other day because I needed a little more of the blocks. And I didn't think that any had shot up through the ceiling without me knowing.
I figured Hand
Apparently,
Banana like would have. I figured it was Hand Banana who did it too.
that's what I thought too, because it was just because there's no use for netherwort blocks.
Mm-hmm.
I figured he was just like, what's this red thing? I'm just gonna put like a blob of it over here in the corner.
Just like Stardew.
Yeah.
Oop, extra bow. There we go. So I'm thinking about doing this fire aspect on my Return of the Reaper. Because why not? And maybe we're about to find out the reason why not. Oh, nope, it only costs 11 levels. That's a pretty good deal. And you know, it makes the Return of the Reaper have 7 enchantments. So,
Which is worth it in its own right.
yeah, it's just B7, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, I could also add some other stuff to it, but you know, that would be dumb. Curse of Binding, Curse of Vanishing. I don't even understand why they sell those to villagers. I guess it's useful in like some sort of a role playing thing. Like if you're set on role playing while at the same time also not wanting to deviate from survival at all, not wanting to go into
Or yeah, like
creative.
if you're having like mini games or something where you're not like say you have like a little arena where like a teams are fighting each other.
Hmm.
and there's like specific classes or something, so people are only able to use what they go in with. So even if they kill somebody, they can't take their stuff. Curse of Vanishing would do that.
Yeah, but I figured you wouldn't want to do that in survival. Like you'd want to like go into
Some
creative
people are
instead of
all for that.
do that all the. You'd have to be really, really
I don't really know about
obsessed.
that quite. Just specifically just the enchantment stuff I'm not sure about. But I know there are people are you familiar with Hermitcraft?
Um, I think I've seen some videos about them,
They are quite extravagant in their activities
and
and
they are
survival.
strict
Yes,
survival.
survival, no cheating.
Huh. I guess that's made just for
Sometimes
them.
they have they plugins that like allow you to take people's heads by killing them.
Hmm.
It drops their heads, but usually not much more than that. There's one where you're able to like pose armor stands, so people can make like statues out of them.
Hmm. Doesn't that like exist like automatically on Bedrock?
I don't know. I think maybe like this is like a much more in-depth version. Like you can push them through walls and stuff, so you just have essentially like crossed swords hanging on your wall, but it's actually two armor stands stuck invisible in the wall.
Ah, all right, I'm coming over, and we're gonna do an ICBM launch. Now that the server has, well, I can see two. What do you call them? Two beacons at the same time. It's interesting. So you're over that way somewhere. If I do it too low, I'm going to end up in the water.
Yes, there's quite a bit of water between us. If you aim slightly more to the right, you'll end up in the birch woods behind Bethany's house,
I'm going to try
which is
right here.
preferable to the water.
I'm gonna line up with her little what you call it on the left side. I'm surprised I can even see it. I must have more chunks enabled than I thought. All right, let's see where I end up. Oh, I'm gonna end up in the water, aren't I? I knew it. Will the pearl ever land?
Oh, yep, I just see you floating in the middle of the bay there.
Oh, I didn't even realize that I transported. Wait, what? I'm very confused right now.
You're still holding the on your stream. You threw it, and I'm watching your stream to see what happened.
I threw it, and then it's like somehow my brain didn't register when the scenery changed.
Yeah, it changed. It looked like you took the damage, and it almost looked like you threw another one down. And then you looked up, like what happened, and didn't realize you were not in the same place. Because it put you underwater slightly. Like it hit something. It didn't take you all the way to the bottom. That's probably why you didn't
Must
realize.
have hit a fish or something.
I think it must have like it.
What are the odds? But I guess I've done a lot of these ICBM launches.
Yeah, no, that's very okay. I don't see a fish immediately when you hit, but you're definitely not at the bottom.
I don't have a fish.
There's sea turtles swimming around. You might hit
Oh,
sea
I
turtle.
probably hit a turtle.
Yeah. Yeah, I just came out here to do some farming, and I have this this growth
Hmm.
here in the corner. And I'm just like, aha, a mutant or tomato.
Just like Stardew.
Yep. I'm just like, ah, and what's in here? And I was like, oh, it's a tree. Oh, it's a tree because I guess it grew up through the floor. I mean, the floor's still intact, which I'm happy for. I would not like to have to go make single pieces of like stairs to fix that.
I'm interested to see what you did with these trees down there.
They're not even there anymore. I
Oh, you took
grew
them
like
out?
3 or 4. Just yeah, because I just wanted.
You
I
just
was
wanted
getting parts of them.
materials?
Yeah, so I was growing them, cutting them down. Only one even got close to the roof, and I didn't even realize it was pressed up against it.
So you were like growing it up there?
Yeah, see where these blocks are. This is where I
Oh,
was growing them.
oh, you grew
Like
them all the way down here.
yeah,
They can
and
grow that high? That's
I had
crazy.
like 2 more to the sides, but the Nylium died, so I didn't bother keeping them here.
See, I
Yeah,
see.
because right above here, those that wooden plank is the edge of the farm. That border there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where the tomato is, right above me. Huh.
Mystery solved.
Yeah. Yeah, I
You
guess
know,
if I go to my stream or whatever, look it up last time, I'd see that the one hit the ceiling lines up perfectly. My pet here is hanging
yeah.
out. There was a second one, but I guess he despawned.
Hand Banana is always really suspicious, but whenever you
What?
think it's him,
Oh,
it's not.
oh, uh-oh, you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Listen,
It's like a
get
monkey.
close to the wall. They're really
Oh,
loud.
they're here.
Sounds like we
They
have
want
visitors.
blood.
Head up onto the. They know I'm weak.
You don't even have any villagers over here, though, do you?
No, I do not. They know I have not recovered from my losses. I still
Ooh,
wear the iron.
I haven't seen this room before. Oh, if I
Oh,
click this, do I get like a full stack of it or something?
no, it spits it out into the potion maker.
Oh,
I just
I
hit the
see.
buttons of the ingredients I want in the order. Where are these guys? Yep, it's a raiding or scouting party. There's actually quite a few of them down there. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 8 of them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I gotta get out of here. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna have one of them shoot the Bannerman, so we don't have to deal with the raid.
Oh,
Let's
why would you
usually
do that now?
just stand in front of him.
Guess a lava bucket would also work.
I hit him twice. I thought he'd be lower by now. There we go.
Huh, dealt with.
Yep.
Never thought
Endermen are
about
taking all my sand.
never thought
They've
about dealing with it that way.
they've exposed the foundation. There's cobblestone sticking out down here. Must hide it. This is an artificial hill. There used to be like a small, just like a crack in the sand running along here.
It's weird how the Endermen always like mess with you, but I'd like never have trouble with Endermen.
They only pick up things on corners. No, I feel like they can definitely take stuff just out of walls. I know they can't pick it up from floors. They can only pick up blocks beside them or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a list of blocks that they're allowed to take from. Sand is one of them. And my base is a lot of sand.
True.
So,
And then you don't have like so much sand that they'll never get through. Like you have like one layer of sand over some of the things.
right, I have one layer. Is a lot of my walls are all one layer, and then you can see, not so much the outside, but the inside. You'll just see a hole in the wall. Yeah, so I finished my potion brewing room.
Did you actually change the mechanism of your potion brewing room, or did you just build around it?
I had to move it in here. So it's completely remade. It's slightly different. Still does pretty much the same thing. And it'll just chug away, make me some potions. And the next time I come in here, I'll shove them in the box and cook whatever else up I want.
Hmm. I feel
Like
like
my
oh
lava
yeah,
lighting.
yeah. You're only a hop, skip, and a jump away from having potions on here, and you press the button, and then it does each step to make the potion.
No, see, I've did the very, very simple route. Each button just has a dispenser above it.
Oh, it just dispenses into water, and then the water brings it into.
Yep,
Okay.
the sandstone thing up here is just waters under it. The only sandstone's there because the dispensers will shoot them up into the air, and sometimes they'll get caught on like railings and stuff because they're so powerful. I mean, they're not even dispensers; they're droppers, but they still spit it up high enough.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was just like bare minimum semi-automation just to save me from opening and closing chests constantly and getting ingredients, which is what I'm used to.
Oh yeah, that does help.
Speaking of helping, I have a bunch of iron in here that's all cooked up, so I can have some levels when I start working on my rebuilding my gear.
Oh, you know what? I should have brought some. I've got a whole bunch of spare stuff. Like I went from level 79 to 30, and we just made like huge amounts of stuff. So I can actually get you hooked up if you want.
I might take you up on that. At least some like starting pieces that I would do work on top of.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, get that for you. I'll get
Also,
you
I
a
grew a
full
bunch of beetroot for whatever reason. Somebody brought me some
red dye.
seeds, but
There's also villagers sometimes that like you want to get them set up, and they just want beetroot.
some people are just dumb enough to they want beetroot. Got some villagers
My mammy
I
used to make
as
beetroot.
well. My brain only thinks of radishes, which I know they're not the same, but my brain just swaps them. I don't know why. My
Is
mom
it
eats radishes like grapes, just out of a bowl, crunching away.
is beetroot different from a radish?
Yes, very different. As far as I can tell,
Is it
it's
different
kind of.
from beets, or is it the same thing that people
I
talk about
think
with beets?
beets and beetroot might be the same thing.
Well, let's see if I get confused again as to what happens. So aiming at that tower really got me pretty much where I wanted to be. Maybe I'm a little lower. Let's see where I end up. At the bottom of the ocean. Didn't take quite so long to get there, though.
Hmm. Okay. So what do you think of when you think beets?
Hmm,
What
I
color is it?
think red.
Okay, yeah, that's a beetroot. Apparently, beets is just the green leaves that grow on top of them.
Interesting.
Yeah, and beetroot is the red part, because that's the root. I've never heard anyone call. I've never even heard of or seen someone try to eat the green. They kind of just look like weeds that like grow out inside of a field,
Mm-hmm.
like in a ditch or something. So got like little tiny, like white flowers with like 5 heads in like a pod. That's That's what just grows off the top of them. They're grown for the beetroot. So I understand why we just call those beets, because that's the part you want.
Yeah.
It's not like we call it, I'm gonna go get some carrot root.
Yeah, in English kind of works that way. It's whatever becomes most convenient, that's becomes the real English.
Mhm. Language made by speaking it.
Mm-hmm. It's built into human DNA, I guess.
Guess I can cut down this mystic tomato now that I know what it is. It's funny though. Hey, oh no, I was gonna say, wait a minute, no, it broke one of my stairs. No, that's a slab. Okay. More upset if it cut a hole in my base. So it just grew straight through a layer of sandstone stairs and didn't care. That's impressive. Wireless trees.
So you didn't even notice that it went all the way to the ceiling, or did it not go all the way to the ceiling?
I guess I probably noticed, but they always look really tall because they just have like the nether wart on top,
Mm-hmm.
like a leaf, like a like a tree. So I didn't think anything of it. I didn't even, yeah, like you said, I didn't even realize it hit the ceiling. I was like, okay, this one's tall. But most of them were kind of tall. That's funny. Thought Ham Banana put a giant tomato on my house.
So the one sword you absolutely need is Smite 5.
I have a Smite 5 sword.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I still have that one.
Alright. Well, in that case, I can just give you... Oh, does it have the, netherite on it?
No, because I don't use it enough.
Alright, well, I'm gonna give you 4 netherite so you can put it on there. For ancient debris. What's up? Real good life treating you? I've been pretty good over here. Actually, Buster just lost all his stuff from a glitch, but we're about to fix that. At least, we're going to replace a lot of what he lost. Alright, so we got protection 4, armor, shoes, pants, hat. Did you lose your pickaxe too?
Yep.
Alright. But you lost a silk touch, didn't you, as well?
Yep, that was in my shulker box. Great.
Alright. I don't know if I've got any extra silk touch pickaxes. No, I've got silk touch books, and my level's kind of low.
I've got 23, and I'll probably be closer to 30 here in a bit when I finish all my cooking and chores.
Let's see if I have any pickaxes that are willing to take one. Yeah, I've got some efficiency 4 and breaking 3. I guess breaking is really the thing, because you're probably going to want to put an efficiency 5 book on it. But I've got efficiency
For
5
the
books.
silk touch, no, I'm not really.
Really?
My silk touch I only ever use for like moving ender chests or picking up rare things. I don't use it all the time. I usually stick with the fortune, which is kind of backwards from how I used to think.
Well, if I have some, I'll put it on there. I've got a bunch of Fire Aspect 2 books. Leaping Edge. Oh, there's Silk Touch. Alright, so I can get you a Silk Touch and a Fortune Pickaxe. Sword. Did you lose a bow too?
Yeah. I lost my Giga Bozer.
Let's see what I can do about that. So you're probably going to want Power 5 on there, and I've got Power 5 books.
Yep. Mine
So
was
I
a
should...
Power Infinity. I didn't have Flame on there because I just don't like how the fire arrows look
Oh, you don't like fire
everywhere
arrows.
when I miss.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
I am picky.
Unbreaking Infinity. I think that's what you want. See what? Oh, there's my Power 5 books. The Power 5 Silk. The ultimate hookup here. I wouldn't do this just for anybody. Because I know it's not
appreciate
gonna. I know that it's not just gonna go take a swim in the lava.
Nope, I am protective of my stuff. I'm just having flashbacks to my great nether adventure of my like 7-time dying, eventual recovery. Oh, Only one set of gear in that excursion was actually lost, and it was just like my level 3 backup gear, like some iron pants and a gold hat. Possibly a sword. Probably not. Probably just a pick.
There's 4 mending. So we need. I have 6 mending.
Oops. Not safe. I just threw a turtle egg on the floor. Forgot that's in the chest.
Actually, we need 7 mending books. Oh man, my inventory is all the way full.
They seem to have changed. Remember how I was talking about my banners? The ominous banners not stacking?
Now they stack again?
Ye-
Or the new ones stack,
Oh,
but the
never
other
mind.
ones don't stack?
They did for a little while. Remember, I had ones that had descriptions and they wouldn't stack.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a separate stack that also had descriptions, but they wouldn't stack with the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the other day when I got on, we went to go find Ice Dog stuff. I was just messing around in the chest, and I was like, "Oh!" And I put them together, and they stacked now.
Huh.
But the one I just got from the other guy has decided not to stack, even though they both just say ominous banner.
Maybe it'll stack with each other though. The new ones.
Maybe. Fixed one bug and another one was created.
Right. So.
Oh, it reminds me. I've got Ice Dog's diamond set that he wore to go find his stuff. Remember how he walked in and he immediately fell off and died again?
Oh yeah.
I got hit some badly damaged diamond equipment and a sword that's actually pretty nice. So he's got a protection 4 chest plate that's like on 20% health. I'm breaking 3 fire protection 3 hat that's on like 15% health. And then just a brand new blank pair of boots and shoes. They were boots and pants.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a sharpness 4, looting 3, knockback 2, mending sword. That's actually pretty nice.
Ooh.
I don't generally like knockback because I'm not used to it. And when I quickly go over in 2-shot creepers if I miss that second shot. It's
Yeah, I kind
a
of don't like
mess.
it either. But once you put it on, you're kind of stuck with it.
Yeah. So I guess this gear does make a good backup set. I'll have to throw this back at him or something, stick it in the chest so I don't lose it.
I don't know if Ice Dog should put mending on his stuff. I guess. Oh yeah, he needs to put it on his netherite stuff. I guess, you know what? He took that netherite all the way down to the bone. So I guess he's finally ready to use mending. Like, there was a period of time where him putting mending on his armor just wouldn't make any sense.
Right. Didn't last that long. I know some people that would not really benefit from mending. In a lot of cases, I don't benefit from mending on most of my tools. That's why I don't really put it on most.
So you know how to upgrade your stuff efficiently by, like, combining them in a tournament of items?
Not particularly.
Alright, in that case, I will start them for you.
I think I've heard you, like, describe it to Destiny a number of times, but I have never... I don't know exactly, like, what you mean. So isn't it better to, like, put 2 books together and then 2 other books together and then combine them all onto the sword like that?
Yeah, it's like every item on your anvil, you want it to be worked on the anvil an equal number of times, like the left and right side. Like, so if your left item has been on the anvil once before, you want your right item to have been on.
Okay, so you don't want to like a brand new thing working with like something you've anviled like 4 or 5 times.
Right.
Okay.
Let's see. If I have... Where did I put my efficiency 5 books? Maybe I didn't even bring any back. Oh, here's some. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure you have efficiency 5 on both of your things. All right.
Where I have an old Silk Touch iron pick somewhere, and I don't remember where I left it. I think it might be in Dethin's base somewhere. I have no idea. So I'm looking at what equipment I have that still has names on it. What survived.
So for a pickaxe, you can really only have unbreaking, efficiency, and mending. That's it. Right. Pretty sure.
Pickaxe?
Yeah.
That and Fortune.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this needed Silk Touch. I forgot about that. Good call. Alright, so I can get Silk Touch and Efficiency 5 together. And Mending. Now, I want to put the Efficiency right onto the pickaxe. Alright. Then I want to put the Mending onto the Silk Touch. Alright, and now this pickaxe should be ready. I won't name it. I'm gonna leave it for you to name. Unless you have a name right now that you know that you want your Silk Touch pickaxe to be.
Pickaxe? No, I'll do my naming myself.
Alright. It's only gonna cost you a little bit extra iron, basically.
Yeah, I'll pay for that.
Yep, okay, this is the pickaxe we want. Perfect. Alright, fortune, efficiency. So this one doesn't have unbreaking on it, so we gotta get an unbreaking book. Too bad I don't actually have these organized.
It'd be nice, like that sorting mod I had didn't organize them either, and I'm really upset by that. It didn't like specify which kind of book it was. It was just like they're books, they go in a line.
Looks like I probably used up all the unbreaking books.
If there's something I bet you'd go through quickly is that you want those on really everything.
Yeah, I don't think I normally use them though. I think it's other people needing them. Well, it looks like I can't fix that one for you, but my XP is kind of low anyways. So, I don't think you needed me to do everything for you, so.
No, I appreciate the work you do, but I have my, I've got stuff. I can do stuff.
Yes. Got you a pretty good care package coming, though.
So taking the hoe from the farming chest again. I'll put that back.
Alright, so last time I aimed there, and I was not quite as far as I needed to go. Do I aim low or do I aim higher?
Just about in the middle.
Aim a little bit left.
The bay here.
I think I'm going to end up shorter this time, but we'll see.
I don't know if I'll actually be able to see the Ender Pearl.
Oh, I ended up way short.
Show up.
Ended up super short.
Oh yeah, you're way up there on the hill.
Whee! I gotta do a shallow one then. I didn't quite line up my shot well. I'm not even gonna go close to the ziggurat. Oh, I didn't even come close at all. Alright, we're gonna...
You just barely hit a cactus there. Did you? Oh, you aimed too high, or what was that?
I just aimed left and too shallow at the same time. I think maybe this angle might be right. Try this. Hopefully I don't end up like breaking some of your frames. Alright, that's a pretty good shot.
Yeah. I wonder what the resin resistance on the Ender Pearls is, because I cannot see them at all when you do that, because that's what I'm looking for.
How's your inventory looking right now? You got some room?
Yeah.
A lot of room.
I'm empty, essentially. Just my hotbar, and that's got a space. So many goodies. So generous. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
I will show you a secret. Stay right there.
Oh, I already started.
Oh, you already fell in. All right, launch back up.
Zoom.
And then just back up away from the hole a little bit. You don't want to be too close to the top of the tower.
Ooh. The bacon.
There's a bacon.
You only have room for one. What would you choose? You know what you
Should
could
be able
do?
to-
You could make it a little bit like a not quite as good as you. Uh, how do I describe this? Like you could do it 4 of them, and you could have them skip and do
Right.
4 corners.
I know what you're describing.
So you'd be wasting maybe like 40 blocks of material that way, maybe more.
But it'd
But
still look pretty cool.
yeah, and they would still be somewhat combined. So you'd save some still versus having 4 completely separate
Right.
bacons.
I don't think I need that much power around here.
Yeah, you probably only need like the speed one. It's probably all you need over here.
Yeah, so if you watch that piece of glass there moves out of the way, you can actually come down here and look at my iron room. Oh, that's where the other guy went.
Oh, you're missing a block right down here. Or no, you're missing a lot of blocks.
Yeah, I don't have enough yet. I didn't have enough smelted. Dang it, the axolotl just went in there. Get out of there.
And Janice coming in here singing Minecraft songs.
Oh, now the other one's gonna go in here. Get out. Get out. You're gonna make me drown.
Oh wow, I didn't realize I was drowning.
Yeah, you'll drown in here. It is water.
I thought it'd be cool to have like a you know how they have those things like the nothing machine that just like moves like a TNT around in a circle?
Mm-hmm.
To have that with a bunch of different colors of glass on top of the
Yeah, the
thingy.
color changing ones.
Yeah, so it just keeps changing continuously.
He's trying to come back down the hole.
I'm surprised he actually swam up that stream of moving
Yeah,
water.
I was surprised the first time they did it, but they seemed to do it quite consistently.
Hmm. I guess they kind of have a pathing thing where they decide I want to be in that spot of water, and then they just path to
They
that
just
spot of water.
follow the water. That works actually pretty well for them.
I guess that's how all the pathfinding works in this game. Kind of like in Age of Empires 2, where it's like if you try to push a deer through a gate, like if you tell them to go to the other side of the wall and the gate is open, they'll run the long way all the way through the gate and then back to the spot that he was trying to run to.
Interesting. Respiration and aqua affinity.
Oh yeah, that was a god item. Like none of those have been worked on except for the pickaxe, which clearly has everything already set up. Yeah, I thought about like starting to like combine different things for you, but I figured if I just gave it to you where each one is totally blank, then you'll be able to do your tournament of items accordingly.
Mm-hmm. So really, like this, like the looting 3, sharpness 4, sweeping edge 3 sword.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was all one enchantment.
Wow, these are real nice.
I get lucky a lot. Yeah, so you're gonna end up with one that I guess you're never gonna end up repairing them because you're gonna put mending on them.
Right.
Like in theory, if more enchantments are invented, that'll be about the cheapest one that you'd ever need to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Probably better than any of the base pieces that I've ever had. Once in a while, they come out of the table and just fully rolled. And next time I play tomorrow, everybody's gonna be like, "Where'd all your levels go? Did you die?"
Donated it to a good cause. He was very generous.
I heard Hand Banana did some work down here. He made a new building. I should go check it out. Did my boat actually get faster? Or did it just look like I'm going faster?
So I can never tell with the speed potions and stuff. Am I moving faster or do I think I'm moving faster?
It can
Is it
throw
in
you
my
off real
mind?
bad. Especially like when you're like trying to like hit something while running. It's like it's farther away than it appears. Or no, it's closer than it appears.
It's a little bit of both.
I could get some emeralds while I'm down here. I started working on a beacon down in the nether so I can get more beacons faster. It probably should have been higher priority. I didn't notice the new building. Oh, I don't have any golden carrots. Well, now I do. This guy's prices keep drifting up. I don't get it. Oh, I didn't give you any efficiency 5 books, did I?
You give me one.
Okay.
Yep, I need to track down a sharpness 4. If you have any depth striders, I'm used to that. With me living on the river, I end up swimming around a lot.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if I have any or not. If I do, they might be like level 2s that you gotta combine. I still don't have the beacon for haste over here. Alright, now where's this new building? And Banana said there was a new building. I guess this building is more done than it was? No, it's the same basically. Oh, I see the new buildings. He hasn't put a roof on them yet or anything. They're big though. Whoa, found somebody. We all need somebody. We gotta heal this dude. Gonna need a boat. Boat. The best tool for the job of saving a zombie. This guy's stuck in a hole already. Does he have any way out? He doesn't have any way out. Okay, so I didn't even need this boat. He thinks he can get out, but he can't get out. Oh, I left my, Okay, so... I don't know if this guy is actually a real person or somebody that got taken out. But I will put him in the boat just in case, because the boat keeps him from despawning in case he's just a plain old zombie. I think he's a zombie villager though, and if he's a zombie villager then he won't despawn. This will be faster if I just put it up there. Are you gonna climb in, bud? This way, dude. Alright, ride the boat. Okay, so I gotta go find my ender box. And from that ender box, I will pull out another ender box. Alright, arrow of weakness. And the crossbow. Apparently the crossbow works fine, so we'll just use the crossbow. So, crossbow. Ooh. Oh, and I'm running out of these golden apples. So let's try to keep the arrow. We'll save the arrow. Now this is perfect. Infinite. With this crossbow, I can infinitely cure zombie villagers.
Ooh.
I could have also done it with the piercing one, but this one works too. And this is the one that I just happened to have on me. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit for him to prepare, be a regular villager again. In the meantime, maybe do some mining. And I guess I need to like block this door so that villagers don't walk out there and die. I can make some money mining. There we go. I don't want to deal with you. Oh, I had carrots. They were just in my left hand. Ooh. And I've got extra carrots. I feel like we're going from an underground city to an underground nation.
Place had been expanding rather quickly, at least from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been down there in a little bit.
And Banana has become the de facto shadow president, the shadow dictator of the underground city, the underground nation. And with careful manipulation, he has enhanced the construction budget. No one knows how he did it. Hello, Ladaya. Notice you've been on pretty late lately, a lot, haven't you? What time is it even? Oh, it's 12:11. A little bit after I normally end my stream, but I stayed up till like 3 a.m. last night, so it's like I'm not gonna fall asleep anytime soon.
Yeah.
Maybe target 2 a.m. Oop. That's not how I want to break this. Where did it go? There it is. You know what? I can't hold on to any more of this stuff. Time for trade. That's most of my stone. Rest can go in. Oh, looks like they're ready to take the rest of my stone already. Might as well then. You want my stone? You can have it. The other guy gives me a better price. So we should focus him down. Do I have any more stone left? Yeah, a little bit. Good money. Alright, emeralds. Oh man, I'm gonna be full in this box in a moment. Huh, you know what? There's always a solution to having a full box.
Make another one?
Indeed.
Of course.
Oof. Alright, he survived. Time to go. Pretty good prices. I like to keep the ones that I saved protected in my house. Let's see. I guess I can use one of these to make four. Oh, what the heck? What happened there? Oof. No. There we go. Gotta be careful on this boat. The ultimate prize. Yes.
Good stuff over.
I love these guys. I feel like the sound is different. They're making definitely like a clapping noise. I wish I could take the canal, but if I do... No, you know what? I can take the canal. It'll be fine. Wait, no, the canal doesn't go all the way that way. Oh no, this guy. You're gonna block the canal, you gotta go. Oof. Alright, now I just need you to scoot on outside the waters. Is he gonna take damage coming through here? Nope. No damage. Somebody just took damage. Welcome to your new home. You can live with all the other villagers that I saved. Alright, and books. I'll put the boats in here. Or you know what? Let's put the boats in the pond. That's the best place for them. It is pretty nice right here.
Will mending even work on a silk touch pick?
Yes, but you have to actually like when you trade at the village or something, just have it in your hand.
Oh. That's another reason I always use a fortune. Never have to worry about that. Heals as it goes. Can sustain himself.
Yeah. I noticed you normally don't have villagers that you trade heavily with, ones that you've saved.
No, I'm not much for villagers themselves. Villages and concept. The construction of the building and the defending, I'm much more in trading. Not really.
I can understand that. Like you don't want that to like devalue your efforts elsewhere. That kind of it.
Part of it. Yeah.
I'm already completely sold, already hooked. Hook, line, and sinker on the villager bandwagon. My only rule is I don't intentionally save them twice. But if they happen to get saved twice, oh boy.
You're not the one letting the zombies loose.
Indeed. And whenever I see like a way that they've gotten killed, I try to fix it. But yeah, I think they probably should make some changes to the way that works. You should probably only be able to get like maybe it shouldn't even be a permanent buff, you know? Like I didn't even think it was a permanent buff until recently.
Really, is it permanent?
Yeah, it's permanent. It'd be a lot less overpowered if it wasn't. And then it's stackable at the same time as well. It probably shouldn't be stackable either. But yeah, that's how I end up with so much XP all the time. Like you do any basic amount of training with these villagers and you end up with huge amounts of XP where you like don't even want it anymore. Sounds like maybe a slime's around here somewhere. Oh, I'm already full again. Zoom. Wait, where is this coming from? Why do I only get little dinky slimes over here? I don't get the full thing. I guess because the buildings are in the way. Alright, let's... My favorite villager I want to trade with the most. Trade with you guys too. It's a good way to get rid of my stone. I'll put these away. Guess I already had a slot for that, so that's fine. And I got a slot for the slime balls. Emerald City. Should probably put these emeralds away too. Let's stack them up and make a new box, I guess. All right. The expansion. A little bit dangerous over here. I guess I have to actually clean up this whole pool of lava. I could just collect it as obsidian. That probably would be the smart thing to do, because I need lots of obsidian, and I don't need lots of lava. Oh, the other thing you can do to repair your Silk Touch pickaxe, once you get your netherite might sword, just go down to the nether and poke a zombie piglin.
Oh yeah.
Keep your
So,
Silk Touch in your
I
left
just hold
hand.
it my okay. Learning if that works. I didn't think they just healed whatever in your inventory. So you do have to have it like in hand to
Yeah,
gain the experience.
which is not a problem for if you're down there, because you don't really need the bow unless you're not wearing gold. And even if you are not wearing gold, like I don't wear gold, I just kill.
Yeah.
Something messes with me, I just run up and
Generally, I
kill it.
have I don't use the bow in my left hand. I always have a shield. For your surprise creeper or long distance fireball that you don't want to really think about right now.
I feel
Rather
like
just
with
hold up a wall and make it go away.
oh yeah, I feel like with full protection 4 outfit, even a point blank creeper on hard mode isn't enough.
No, probably not with the enchantments. I know unenchanted at point blank, it won't kill you, but I think it can take you down seriously low.
Well, you know what they say: what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Unless it just sets you up for getting killed in a little bit.
Yeah. In full diamond armor, explosion from a creeper can knock you down to 2 hearts. But that's unenchanted.
I would have expected to be able to completely die from point blank with just armor on only.
In full
No
diamond, they had
enchantments.
to do that up as much as they could. That was the best in the game. That was what you strived for back in the day.
Yeah. I think they
That's why they're gonna
actually
have to make bigger creepers.
I think they actually made armor weaker at the same time that they added enchantments though.
Probably. I'm not sure.
I believe that's the case.
I could understand it.
I know it was either the armor or the weapons or maybe both. Something they made weaker in conjunction with adding the enchantments. Why am I digging this out right now? It's gonna be a problem later. I don't like to have holes to deal with. I guess it's such a small hole though, it won't be a problem. Ran out of water. Might have to go grab some soon.
There's another rogue villager running around out here. There's another blacksmith? Oh, I think it's a mason.
Outside the
It's outside. It's on the side of Bethany's base.
ah,
The second one. There was one last time we played. Right at the end, I saw him.
he's awfully far from home.
The other one had a cliff-related accident. He suffocated.
Ah,
We were trying to save him, and he decided to wedge himself into a boat and hit his head on a block and then die. This one is climbing around on the side of the hill, tempting gravity.
I kind of like how like the villagers can get out because then it gives you a chance to get zombies. At the same time, you want them to be free.
Right, but they have such little self-preservation that
Yes.
it usually doesn't last long.
Yes, that's why the ones that I've saved get put into a box. If I put the effort to save you, then you go into the box. Whee! Uh, looks like I can't actually trade with them right now. Oh, I can trade with that guy. So I'll just put this stuff all into the box. To be traded with at a later time. Looks like somebody went down there. Find out that a fun thing to do, like when it's time to go to bed, is to like put a streamer on and just like leave it on and just fall asleep while watching it.
I am very easily distracted, and apparently that will just keep me up forever. I already have, like, if I'm doing anything or thinking about doing anything, I will not fall asleep. I remember when I was in school, people were like, oh, just read a book. Oh, finish the book. It's 4 a.m. Bad idea. Yeah, so that's good. I've like stayed the night at friends' houses in the past where like they'll put on like a movie or something and it's like time to go to bed or whatever. And all that happens is I sit there and I watch Madagascar until it's over. And it's just sitting there on the title screen for hours. And I'm just looking at it, and it's like almost like a horror movie.
Wait,
it's slowly turning into. This gets those like really short like title screen animations of movies where like the characters hop down and like the menu pops up and everything spins around. It's like play movie, extra scenes, whatever. It's just laying there in like the darkness with this light from the giraffe dancing around. But I'm like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to wake up the other guy. He's across the room. I'm sure he'd notice. I just lay there and look at the dancing hippo until I fall asleep.
Count how many times he moves back and forth.
How many times did it? How many times did the scenes start over?
Oh, and it's always like they couldn't have been bothered to make it actually seamless loop.
No, no, not at all. Yeah, I can't do that. I have to like be pitch black as I can get it. I can't have even like those like sound machines because I'll just like listen to them, and apparently that's enough. That's enough for my focus to latch onto. It's weird.
Bethany falls asleep so easily when she watches stuff. Like way easier than if she wasn't watching stuff.
Takes a specific situation. I have to actually be really tired, and then I can just fall asleep at any moment. I sit down, I can just get comfortable, lean up against something. I am asleep. Easy. I was trying to help my buddy fix his sleeping schedule. It was really messed up. So we were trying to do the thing where you just stay up all night and then through the next day, so you're really tired and go to sleep at a reasonable hour. We were playing Champions or Sentinels or something. Basically, knockoff Overwatch,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it's called. I can't remember. And I don't know if because we just downloaded it, tried something new basically for this situation. It'll give us something to do. And I think it was because we just downloaded it, and also people who want to play Overwatch but can't are, in my guess, children who can't afford it in a lot of cases.
Mm-hmm.
So we were just absolutely
Dominating.
dominating, and I had for at least like 20 to 30 seconds at a time, my eyes would close and I'd be walking forward and just like throwing bombs because I was like this big bomb man. So it was like
Mm-hmm.
very easy. I didn't have to be too accurate. And I'd be like, I'd wake up and there'd be someone shooting me, and I'd just turn around and like blow them up. And then I'd go back to holding forward towards where I think I'm supposed to go. And then my eyes would close again. And then eventually I woke up with my headset on, like on my couch, collapsed. I was like, I guess I fell asleep. Huh. I talked to my buddy the next day. He's like, yeah, all of a sudden, you just weren't talking anymore. I was like, hey, hello? Are you still there? Oh, I guess I better leave then. So he just left the chat room. Like, it was weird. I didn't want to just sit there when you were sleeping.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
I think Hand Banana does that a lot with Minecraft.
yeah, I was gonna say there's been at least 2 or 3 times just with me sitting in here that he's just stopped making noise and quit moving. Been in Discord.
Mm-hmm. I need to make another saw down here. Apparently, if you stay up long enough, your body's circadian rhythm resets to be awake again. I don't think this is the spot I want this in.
I don't know what the technical term for it. What is? Can't even remember what the untechnical term for just like a crazy guy, who he does a lot of welding and stuff, and he almost always ends up working at night, very very late. He's in his own little workshop. Like shadow rats is what he calls them. He says if you have been awake long enough that your body becomes tired and it starts losing like focus and like awareness, that's what it is. It starts losing awareness around it. It will send out false positives to like tell you things are there that aren't. He calls them shadow rats. You'll see like something move out of the corner of your eye.
It
It's
sounds
like
really
a black
scary.
shape. It is. It's really, really scary. It's happened to me. He says the survival instinct in your body is it's better to be surprised by a rat that isn't there than it is to be caught off guard by like a bear that is there.
Yes.
So it's like your body trying to keep you alert when it knows it can't actually take in its surroundings effectively.
It's kind of like what's that one game? Don't Starve.
Oh yeah, like the insanity. I
Hmm.
never thought about that like that. Hmm. I thought that was like I more think about that and Don't Starve as like things from another dimension. Like you are out of it enough that they are able to come through using you. Like you become a gate. Like things get out of your head. I've like heard a spooky story once. It's like that guy or that monster in the corner of your eye. He's not like moving out of the way when you look at him. He's not in our world. He's in you. He's in your eye.
Ooh,
And I'm like, oh. And he's like, and the problem is if it stays in view long enough, he can get out.
that actually
Oh,
starts to
oh.
remind me of an anime that I'm watching right now.
This is
Called
from
yeah.
it was a book I'd listened to called
Hola, Leroy.
something County. It wasn't Lovecraft County. I know that one. I can afford that one. This is a free one. I can't remember what it was called, but it was essentially the same thing. It's like spooky Lovecraftian. There's fish people. There's guy who accidentally warps between dimensions. Yeah, but so the original thing I was talking about, the shadow rats. Yeah, I've had that, and it was really bad. Like I was talking to my buddy, we're playing like PlayStation, and I'm like moving stuff around in my room. And I keep seeing the things. Like I'm like messing with the PlayStation or moving games or cards around, and I see something like on the floor, like a foot from me, like dart out to the right, and I know there's nothing there. And like two or more, three more times, I was like, okay, nope, I have to go to bed now. I don't like this.
How long did you stay up before that happened?
I don't think it was actually that long. It wasn't one of the times I tried to stay up all day. I think it was maybe I work early. I get up like 5:30-ish. And so if it was like a weekend, I didn't have to work the next day. It was probably only like 1 o'clock-ish, maybe. I don't know if I was just really not caught up on sleep, but it was a very, very effective measure to make me want to go to sleep. I was like, I don't like this.
Yeah,
But the
I've just completely skipped the night of sleep. I've played several times at this point, and it didn't really have any effect other than like I get tired during the night, and then I get untired again back during the day.
Mhm. I know like colors and the sunrises and that kind of stuff is supposed to have like effects that your body like, oh, time to wake up.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they try to like eliminate blue light and stuff like that, because that's supposed to wake you up or whatever.
Yeah, I think heat is probably the biggest thing. Like if it gets cold and then hot again, I think that resets you.
Ah, okay, that would make sense.
But I'm sure it has multi strategies, multiple ways of working. But I think the heat is probably the biggest one because I noticed. I don't know, it was like maybe last week or the week before. Bethany tried to put the air down to like 74 or 75 to go to sleep nice and comfortable.
Hmm.
But the air conditioner thing, it automatically sets it back like every so many hours or something. If you don't press hold, and she didn't press hold, so like we went to bed and it was like really nice and chill and easy to go to sleep. And then probably around like 2, 3, 4 a.m. switches back to like 78. And
Ooh,
so I was just laying in bed until 7 a.m. and then I'm just like, okay, I'm done. I'm up. I
this
give
is
up.
not working. Well,
Is that Buster or Ice Dog? That's Buster.
the date it is.
We gotta get rid of these stones. Do you have some stone? Nope. Okay. I think trading with villagers is kind of a must when you're working with beacons.
Oh
Blocks of
yeah, they are
emerald.
quite pricey.
Unless you just commit to one beacon and then move it around. But yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah,
work.
especially multiple beacons and like even yours with like the multiple 11 or multiple like levels and chunks all stuck in together. More efficient, but still expensive.
Yeah, yeah. It's not as efficient as I expected. Definitely way more efficient than having them separate, though.
Mhm.
Like I just didn't understand like the difference between like requiring 160 and then adding another 50. What kind of math is that, Crash Bandicoot? Oh, no, I want to go this way with it. There we go. Man, I've been making a lot of money over here. And eventually, we'll have a third extension to the underground city. Wait, no. Yeah, we'll be a third extension.
Having quite the lightning storm out here tonight, it would appear.
Oh yeah, I can hear it down here.
It looks like it's trying to hit you. Are you in the underground city?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like all centered right up there by the beacon I could see. Well, that one
Hmm.
hit more towards the ocean, now that I've mentioned it. So it must be directly above me.
I've got the ultimate defense from some thunderstorms. We're how deep are we? 100 meters deep
Quite deep,
in the
yes.
largest bunker known to anyone on this river. You need more torches, though. Also, I need to bring some water to deal with this lava. Ah, it's getting a little bit awkward over here. Whoa. A man of the cloth, I see. I don't think I can save you. Hmm. I need to make a boat. But he's not in a good spot. Not in a place that I can easily save him. I can put him in a boat, though. Yeah, he shouldn't have come down here. How'd this guy get down here? Alright, you're just gonna have to chill here, because, I don't have any way to get you where you need to go. Zombies don't have an expiration date.
Depends. The sun can speed that up.
But not down here.
No, you are in a cool, dry environment. Should be all right.
Kind of like plastic, I guess, because plastic will last forever unless you put it in the sun. If you put it in the sun, it actually is very, very biodegradable.
Zombies are made of plastic. We've just figured it out.
That's only 16 torches. That's a good amount of torches. There we go. Where to put these torches through there? This is not really the fastest money in the world, but it's dual purpose. We're making money, and we're also extending the underground nation. Ooh, lapis.
I think that if you kill like more than a wave of phantoms per night, that the timer should reset. So they decided, okay, we're not fighting that guy. We're leaving him alone.
Yeah.
So I've destroyed at least 3 sets this night. Like, okay, he's earned it. He doesn't need to sleep just for like a couple days.
Kind of like how when you're in the Nether and you fight the zombie piglins and you eradicate them all, they're like, okay, you can have peace.
Can you imagine if like if you killed like 100 of them, that even the angry ones just like stop and they
Run
go
away.
the other way.
That'd be pretty cool.
Nope. We have changed our minds on this one.
Run away! Run away!
I don't think this plan is going to work out for us.
I think it probably won't be too long before we're going to start seeing games where they give the AI, the character, or not the characters, but like the monsters, they'll give it actual AI. Not like strong AI, but like some sort of very, very tiny adaptable neural network. That'd be pretty interesting.
You always wonder how long until like they have self-preservation. Like how long until that zombie sees like your fully enchanted like diamond outfit and weapon and it turns and runs away.
It depends on what you train it to do. Like if you're training it to do as much damage as possible, it'll just come up with more creative ways to attack you. If
Right.
you train it to survive, then it'll probably just always try to avoid everybody always.
It's like you always get it's one thing for like a zombie, it's like, oh, they're brainless, they want to eat you. That's another thing in like games where there's like dogs or like wolves or whatever, and they'll just repeatedly, just like in any animals in general, they generally do not, at least to my knowledge, a lot of them don't engage like a hunting thing, like, oh, there's something I'm going to eat. If it is likely to kill them.
Yeah, they're typically not suicidal.
Yeah, like you got a pack of like 30 wolves and you slaughter all of them except for like one, and it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna get you. They couldn't, but I'll do it.
Oh yeah, yeah, especially the last wolf. I don't know how that would turn out in real life. We don't have that kind of information, but I feel like they
I
would.
almost wonder, like, if there is only one left, maybe he will stand and fight. But if there's like, all right, you took out half of us, we're going to disengage now. One, I mean, what's he got to go back to at that point?
I would assume that they disengage pretty much immediately. Like as soon as the fight's not going their way, they probably disengage.
Right, like I've seen like the video of like a cheetah chasing like a warthog, and then they kind of go around a turn, and the warthog is behind the cheetah, and the cheetah immediately it just takes off running. It's like, nope, I'm losing now. It's winning. Now he's chasing me. First hit is important. I guess it just like bothers me in games where like wolves are attacking you and you just stand there and like slap it to death slowly for like 20 minutes. And at no point does this wolf think, maybe I should leave. The guy is just hitting me with a stick. It's not that I'm like, don't think you just shouldn't have wolves or animals to fight in like a D&D kind of whatever tabletop where like a person is coming up with this, so there's not a system for it already.
Hmm.
It's more like either justify it, like, okay, this is like clearly a very starved wolf. You're the first thing it's found, and it knows it's probably gonna die before it finds something else. So it's literally die to you or just die to starvation, or like a zombie or something. They've got their drive, but if it's just like a wild animal looking for food, and you are absolutely destroying it, you think it would leave.
Hmm.
But in like all those games or whatever, I've never heard or seen of one where people were like, okay, you've killed 3 of the 4 wolves that were attacking you. The 4th one has turned and took off running into the bushes.
I think it
I'm like,
probably has everything to do with the player. They believe that the player will enjoy it more if they can finish
right,
their
because it could
finish them.
very much just be me. Because I think it's more interesting, like if the one took off, do you try to take like a shot at it, take off after it, or do you let it go and hope that it doesn't come back later in a
Hmm.
worse opportunity?
It'd be cool if it like runs away and comes back stronger or
Right.
with more numbers.
Hmm. Stuff like that I think is cool. Just extra like layers to things can be nice. It can also overcomplicate things. I know that much.
But like if you can't kill any monsters because they all keep running away from you, that'd be kind of annoying.
Would- But that's what happens in a lot of things. Like
Yeah.
if something knows you're going to beat it, it will not engage you. You'll have to get creative with it. You'll have to like trap it. You'll have to cut off its escapes. This is why the squirrels won't fight me. They run.
Yeah.
Chipmunks, on the other hand, run at my car.
They're trying
Birds,
to
I
trick
I
your
think
car.
birds have been hired to kill me and they don't know how, so they just throw themselves at my car constantly. Either that or my car
Assassin
makes
birds.
is birds silent. They just can't hear me.
I don't know if I've ever hit a bird before.
Since I got the car I currently have, we and my dad have agreed we have never seen so many birds. I don't think we've hit more than like 2, but they all like come so close. Like you can count every feather on that bird. They just like don't leave the road or fly at it until the very last instant. And then if half the time if they do, they fly the wrong way. They're just like more towards the car. It's like they're either attracted to it or they can't hear it coming. It's just weird to us. My dad's like, of every car I've ever owned, I have never seen so many birds fly at it.
My aunt had like a deer crushing. Actually, I think every car she's ever driven just like brings out the deer.
I don't know how true this story is, but I worked with a guy. He said his uncle hit a deer once, and it like really messed up the front of his truck, like the grill and all that stuff. But it was still drivable, so he just drove around like that. And he was driving home from work, and he hit an owl, and it bounced up his windshield and just into the back of his pickup truck. And he was like, okay, that's not good. You can't kill these. That's illegal. So he just went out into his woods and just buried it. And then was driving home maybe a couple weeks later, and he hit another owl. And it did the exact same thing. It rolled into the back of his truck. And he's like, all right, that's not good. So he went out to bury it again. And somebody had dug up the first owl. It wasn't there anymore. The grave was open. And he was like, I thought all right, there's a hole here, so maybe an animal got to it. Well, he gets a letter in the mail. Apparently, somebody saw him on a trail cam burying the owl and reported him to the police.
Oh god. Then that place had a likely story.
Yeah. And on his way to the case,
He
he
hit
hit
another
another
owl.
owl. And it was in the back of the truck when he pulled up to court. And he's like, no, please, you gotta believe me. There's and Now this is the part I don't know, like what company would have done this, where they would have done it, but they apparently took his truck, put it in some kind of like small wind tunnel thing, and figured out that the way the grill and the front of his truck was damaged, when he drove it, it would make a noise that the owls would try to attack. They were dive bombing his truck.
Hmm. That makes sense.
So imagine just pulling up to your court sentence for illegally killing owls. There's
A
an
dozen.
owl in
You got a
the
dozen dead cows in the back of your truck. Oh no, I have an officer.
he still did get fined $2,000 for not reporting the first owl.
That's baloney. I hate that.
It is, yeah, very pricey.
Oh, Brando pointed out that in Zelda Breath of the Wild, that the wolf actually does realize that you're stronger than it and then runs away.
Nice.
I forgot about that. That's true. I remember that now.
I never got to. I played Breath of the Wild for like 40 minutes when my friend got it, brought it over here. I got off the Great Plateau, went directly to Ganondorf, snuck in his base like Metal Gear Solid, got a bunch of pretty nice weapons on the way in there,
Mhm.
and then got killed by his first stage because I don't know how to play the game, and I'm not that good.
Oh yeah, one of the first things I heard is that you can just go fight him instantly whenever you feel like it. But
Yeah, and that's pretty cool.
it would be really hard, like, because I think a lot of the game is you get to fight is stages,
Yes,
like
so they're
separately.
not there in the final fight.
Right.
And then on top of that, there's like this big old laser or whatever that takes out like half of his health before the fight starts. If you get everything done.
Mm-hmm.
So you're fighting 4 Ganondorfs, and the final one has like double health. On top of the fact you ran straight here, so you have base stats. You have no like health or stamina or equipment really, other than what you've stole on the way up here. So it like compounds and just becomes like many, many, many times harder. Be different if it was like an action game where there's no like stat game, there's no like extra health or stamina. It's just you could just walk in the other door right to the final boss.
It must be really good for the speedrun community, though. And I never watched a Breath of the Wild speedrun, but you could probably do a really good glitchless run.
Hmm. I think most of them just take advantage of the fact that you can like do whatever that dodge is that slows down time
Oh,
and
and then
just
just
slap
like
them a
launch
lot.
yourself to wherever you want to be.
Uh, no, I mean against Ganon. I guess they've found ways to fight him very easily that I had
Oh,
no idea how to.
oh, you just like launch something at him at like 3/4 the speed of light, and
I
then it
get the game
just.
is very forgiving about like the perfect dodge mechanic. You can just dodge near an attack at the right time. You don't actually have to be in the path, and it
Mhm.
will trigger like slow motion, so you get like a ton of attacks off as a counter.
Mhm.
But you can just like step out of the way for where he's going to swing and just dodge at the right time without even the risk of him hitting you, and you can activate it from what I've seen.
Hmm.
So it's like way too generous. So it's very easy to like counter, and I guess that makes combat pretty easy if that's what you do. And I don't know if it works on everybody or like only certain attacks you can do that with. Like I said, I don't have the game. I've only got to play it very little. Seemed neat. I'll definitely on my list of games to buy when it's not $60 anymore.
Yeah, it's well
But
worth it. Actually, I think it's already
it's
long
Nintendo,
past
so
being
they
$60.
they don't like lowering their
Oh
prices.
yeah, it's never gonna go to like $20.
No.
Like maybe 30 if you're lucky. I think I actually got it for like not 30, maybe 40, but I got it for the Wii U instead of the Switch.
Oh, no, it was for the Wii U. I guess they did the Sheikah Slate thing, so it was clear it was they were intending to make it for the Wii U. I didn't know
Hmm.
they released it on that though.
Yep, I didn't know it either until I saw it in the store, and then I'm like, okay, well, I guess I don't need a Switch then. Doing a jump while targeting slows time to stop. Almost a stop. You just beat it. Oh, cool, cool. I'd say it's definitely qualifies as a favorite game of all time. I enjoyed it quite thoroughly. I'd say it's on the same level as Skyrim and how good it was.
Oh, I put many hours into Skyrim. Many, many.
I'd say Skyrim still has the upper hand ever so slightly. In my book. But I think there's probably a lot more replayability in Breath of the Wild than there is in Skyrim. Maybe not though, actually, because a lot of it's those puzzles. Once you know how to solve the puzzles, not so replayable anymore.
Right, once you solve the puzzle and stuff like that. I'm trying to think. Because I've played many playthrough of Skyrim, and I actually only beat it once. I do the same thing with like Dark Souls. I really like generally the beginning of games are much better crafted. Like the first couple of quests are really like polished in comparison to either like side quests or end game stuff that I never generally get to. Or it's just the fact that I'm like reliving like my experiences when I first got to play it.
Mm-hmm.
So I like always loved making new characters and going at like the same beginning quests or areas in like a different way. So I'm like, all right, this time I'm gonna play as a man who only uses magic, will not ever physically touch somebody. And for whatever reason, I've decided that time to join the companions because I had never joined them before in the past. And like their first thing is like, all right, come out back and we'll have a fight. We'll see if you're tough enough to join. And I go out back and I summon like a flame Antinok and like blow this guy up with fire. And he's like, no, none of that. Fight for yourself. And I'm just standing there looking at him like, huh? And I just keep like hitting with fire. And my person's setting him on fire. He's like, no, none of that. Hit me yourself. You're not going to do anything unless I physically touch you. So I put my spell away. I punch him once, and he goes, "Oh, yep, that's good. That's enough."
Even though your punch is probably super weak.
Yeah, the absolute weakest it could be. Just like tap him, like, "Yep, I got a feel for you. You're good, strong enough." And actually, I felt fit pretty well with my magic man who does just magic. Can also turn into a werewolf and maul you if he needs to.
It does work out pretty well. Yeah, I think that
I
was
did
kind
this.
of my initial strategy when I first played it. I didn't quite understand the magic so well, so I think I did a lot of like bow.
Hmm.
Took me a bit before I figured out like how to like buy the magic spells that you want.
Yeah, especially early on. Like you not know where to look. It's hard to get a lot of stuff, especially the good stuff.
Yep. Well, it becomes easy once you realize that all you need to do is raise your level, and then they'll start selling you the stuff. Raise your magic level, and they'll start selling you magic. Which is like, how do you even get magic levels when they don't sell you the magic until you're a higher level? But you have to start with the small stuff.
One of my playthroughs, I lucked out, and I realized I had Soul Trap. I like picked it up from like the wizard or whatever in the first place. Before he sent me to go get the claw. So that big spider that comes down that has the guy in his web couldn't fit through the door to get me. So I just cast Soul Trap on it until my conjuration skill was really, really high.
Ah. Oh, then you could
I
just like conjure something and have it kill everything for you for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so I just sat there like farming conjuration levels for like half an hour. Because you can't normally do it like on a person because it makes them aggressive, and most enemies it takes a little more effort to run away from them than this big spider who can't fit through a door.
That's like the best part and the worst part about Skyrim. Like you figure out one little trick that just like makes the whole thing really easy, and it's really fun. You're like, oh, I'm so clever. Now I'm gonna beat the game so easily. And then everything starts to not be a challenge anymore. But actually, it takes and Skyrim does a pretty good job of making it take a long time for you to reach that point.
Right, and also the fact that things get stronger with you.
Yeah.
But it also that has a unintended effect. Like if you don't focus in like combat skills, like if you just do a lot of like speech or alchemy or something that you don't actually use in combat, like say you're only using it to make money or something like that, the enemies are getting stronger as you raise level. Doesn't matter what your level's raising in. So you
Mm-hmm.
go to fight and you haven't been fighting at all. You're just gonna get your butt kicked by some zombies.
Yeah, I remember in my first playthrough, I mainly focused on like I was doing magic and stuff, but like the biggest thing was I realized that I could make all kinds of money by making low level enchanted what do you call it? Basically things that banishment demon banishment daggers. So I just make like stacks and stack of demon banishment daggers. And then my enchantment level got so high that I just made like super powerful enchanted gear that just made me like unstoppable.
Hmm.
At the same time becoming super rich.
Nice. I did a less effective version where I basically just made a bunch of just did a whole lot of smithing. But I didn't get particularly good materials, so I was just raising my smithing level, making like really bad stuff over and over again.
Uh,
That and my first guy was like sneaky man, so I had a whole lot of stuff in lockpick, like lots of lockpick skill, lots of sneak, and that was basically it. So I didn't really have any combat. So
you
my
can pick a
strategy
lock though.
was to hide from people and slap them because I did like 30 times damage with my backstabs. I had like a glove for double backstab damage. I had like um a skill that gave me like 15 times with a dagger, and then something else that like stacked with that or like double critical damage or something, sneak attack. So my strategy was make myself invisible either with a potion or that armor or that spell that gives me like once a day I can just turn invisible. Eventually I got the sneak skill that just every time I crouch I turn invisible briefly. So I just walked up to whatever I was fighting, backstab it, do like half of its health, and turn around to yell at me. I would crouch and disappear and walk over and stab it in the back again.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the tricky part is you've already backstabbed him once and it didn't work. What do you do? But yeah, you can just do it
Yeah,
again.
I just because that was the only character I ever beat the game with that I went out of the way to do like the main quests. So fighting like Alduin, the final fight's like poof, where'd he go? I just slap him in the side of the head for 30 times sneak damage with my blade of woe or whatever. He just yells, sets me on fire briefly, and I poof and I disappear again. I'm like, does this feel earned? I think I'm having fun. I did feel like I was having fun.
I guess that's the big thing with Skyrim. There's just so much content that even if you're like overpowered, you still you're still gonna have fun until you've used up all the content.
Mm-hmm.
Because the content is really good. It's like the stories and characters.
Right. That's everyone's biggest complaint with Skyrim is it's just the combat. All they need to do is like put a couple tweaks in there, something to make the combat itself more engaging, like less spells that are just a spray that does damage, and more of the projectile ones and cool stuff like that. Because magic is like one of my favorite things in there, but there's not that much variety. Like you get the floor traps, those are cool, and like you shoot ice spikes, that's neat. But then there's a lot. There's like 5 or 6 that are just hold out hand and damage comes out.
Oh yeah.
And then melee combat is just kind of like slap them and back up. I keep slapping them and backing up. And it wasn't long after my many times in Skyrim that I ended up playing Dark Souls. and I would love, absolutely love, something that straddles the line between those two, like engaging constant combat. Like everything you fight is just like pretty fun in general. Just the mechanics are fun to use and play, but also that so much content, like all the quests and people and things, just sounds like it could be the perfect blend if done right. And what I've seen from like this Elden Ring thing, I've seen a couple trailers for that. That's like what it's really looking like they're trying to do.
I've never heard of it.
It's from the main guy who does Dark Souls, Miyazaki, and George R.R. Martin, the Game of Thrones guy, who I know much less about because I don't know anything about Game of Thrones.
He was involved in it?
Yes, they are working together to make this game called Elden Ring, and it's like an open world thing. You're called a Tarnished. You have like prosthetic limbs that you switch out, and you got like a ghost horse, and it looks like Dark Souls plus Breath of the Wild, Ghost of Tsushima. It looks pretty cool.
I'll have to keep
Hoping
a lookout for
hoping
that.
it is as cool
Is
as
it going to be like console only at first or something?
Probably. I'm gonna guess that like PS5 is gonna pay them a bunch of money to be an exclusive. That's a guess though.
Mm-hmm.
Sony's really, really big on that. They love their exclusives. They don't like crossplay. There was like reports that came out not too long ago that I remember reading. It was like Sony making people pay for crossplay. Like a company's like, our game's crossplay. It's like, not with us, it's not, unless you pay us for lost sales for everybody who plays on a different console. And they're like, that's crazy. Well, that's what's happening. And then we're not selling your game.
I think Nintendo though is the ultimate final boss in cross-platform
Right, you think
because they don't even like their
Nintendo
own platform.
with how they are, but somehow Sony is like, well, yeah, we'll watch this, and like trying to one up them at being like a bad company.
I think Microsoft is starting to gain a lot of ground by being the open competitor. Like every time that it comes down to like one company's bad and the other company's good, it always ends up being Microsoft on the side of good. And I'm not like a big Microsoft fan, but it's like if you're winning, you're winning.
Right. Like there's only a couple things you have to not do. Just don't be as bad as that guy.
Yeah.
It's not too high of a bar here.
Looks like I traded everything I can trade here. Oh, none of these guys buy Diorite. I don't really want to sell my Diorite anyways. I like my Diorite. We're just starting to collect a little too much.
Depth Strider only goes with 3, right?
Correct.
Thought so.
I think the most broken thing in Skyrim, though, is the fact that you can use enchantments to make better potions, and you can use potions to make better enchantments.
Yeah, that's one thing I never really got into. I enchanted a very, very little, and I did basically no alchemy ever. But I always saw people like, yeah, they'd get an amulet that's like better potions, and then they'd make really good potions that let them do better enchantments, and then make a better amulet. And they'd walk outside with a wooden sword that like explodes people.
Yes.
It's like, okay.
That was the final straw before I couldn't find challenge anymore.
Created toy sword of instant damage.
It's like I don't even need strength or skills in the combat areas anymore. I can just use this equipment and it covers everything for me. And there's a lot of monsters over here.
And I bet if you tried hard enough, you can still make guy who makes potions to make enchantments to make better potions interesting in a way. Because it sounds cool if you think about it. Like, imagine like a wizard like opening a gate to another dimension in his head or something to come up with like crazy concoctions that when he drinks he can go farther into these other realms of information and make even better stuff. And dude just like creates the craziest magic items in existence at the cost of like his own brain
Hmm.
and his ability to fight. And then imagine buying something from that guy, and someone walks up to you, much better like fighter clearly, but you have the stick of delete, and you touch him and he blows up.
I think there is or there will be an analog to this in real life very soon. Computers.
We have force multipliers have been a thing for many years in various forms. Multipliers are they multiply things.
Indeed. But once it can multiply human intelligence, then how can it possibly be stopped? The singularity. Once the computer can make itself smarter faster than the people can.
I think, at least in that case, we'll probably have an advantage for quite a bit longer in just our, I feel like, robustness or adaptability. Because unless a machine is very, very specifically designed to adapt, it's like the thing they're worst at, I feel.
In general, yes, but once they have strong AI,
Once they can learn in that sense. But I've seen firsthand people also have difficulty learning
mm-hmm.
many a time.
True. That's actually why I became so interested in computers, so that the computer can be smart for me.
Ah. So you work smarter, not harder.
It can do all the things that I either can't or refuse to do.
Do we have villagers who buy rotten flesh? I can't remember if I asked this before.
Yes.
Do?
We have one here and one over in my little villager trading area at the main base.
Because my boxes are filling with it. I was like, I need to do something with this. Can't I make this into money?
Indeed. That's part of like what I'm doing here is I'm taking all the stone and I need a place to put it. Or I could just sell it.
It's got 3 uses. Bad food, feed it to wolves, or trade it.
Oh, wolves can eat it? I forgot
Yep.
about that.
Yeah. Not that I need any more wolves. As I have a literal like army waiting back at the old spawn. Or not the old spawn, the Daphne server spawn. My little barn there.
Alright, I have no more room for stone.
Yeah, my mob drop chests has just been filling with flesh over time, and I was like, okay, there's 10 stacks in this one, and I need to get rid of some of it.
I
Sure,
actually
they
have
don't
a.
want it either.
I've got a guy who will buy green dye now.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
I'm a bit reluctant to do it because I have infinite green dye.
You have the machinery to print money. It will just be a slow and somewhat inefficient. Well, not inefficient, but you just have to wait for this man every day to see how much dye he's willing to buy.
Yeah. I guess that's the one good thing they did with the villagers to make sure that they weren't too abused.
Because won't his price slowly get worse for that dye? Because you're not buying
Mm,
anything else? Or
I think that
'cause that seems to happen when I buy stuff from them. Whatever I'm buying starts going up in price,
it
but
does
nothing
do
else
that,
does.
but often it doesn't do it as fast as the effect that his prices in general go down. The fact that you've been trading a lot with him. So then it's like while the one item's trying to go up, his general
Everything else
demeanor
is
is
going
trying to push
down.
everything down. And a lot of times the stuff that's pulling down is stronger than the stuff that's going up.
But if I only want the one thing, then that's all I want.
Oftentimes, even the one thing will keep getting cheaper instead of more expensive.
Like our one villager friend who sells us the diamond picks. So my price was at 1, and then it goes up to 3, and then it goes up to 5.
I think a lot of that was just from the fact that it was longer after you saved him. Some of it is permanent, some of it fades away.
But if I buy other stuff, it goes back down.
Ah,
But once I start buying those picks again, the pick price goes right back up.
yeah, I guess usually like when I have those guys, like there'll be like 3 things that I want from them, so then I never end up with a higher
Yeah,
price.
I literally only want this one thing from you. Like, I don't need your axes. This guy sells better axes than you. And that guy's like, well, you can't have my axes. I'll charge you more for those axes. Unless you want my picks. Like, I don't want your picks. That guy has better picks than you. You two work this out.
It's a bundle deal. Take it or leave it.
And they're buried underground somewhere in one of our facilities. So, technically, we have left it.
I might have opened up this wall more than I should have. Yes, I did. Yeah, it'd be fine. Alright, I think I might have gone all the way and done the entire area. Yeah, because if I go all the way here, do I still reset? Oh, I still reset, so I could technically go farther. Oh no, I can go farther. Let's see how far I can go. I never can tell with these beacons.
Yeah, I wish there was an easier way to tell with those. Like an F3 button you press, it like shows radius. So just like the chunk border, just like show a little grid lines at the edge of it. That'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 127. I think maybe this might be my last stone run. It'd be good to start getting my sleep schedule back into order a little bit.
Yeah. I want to
Breathe
go
into.
get rid of this, some of this zombie flesh. Track down one of the clerics. Because I'm working on my equipment, so I just need a little more experience too.
Mhm.
I have been going out hunting at night, thus increasing the zombie flesh more.
Yeah, zombie flesh, you don't really get a lot of XP for, or a lot of emeralds for, because they're so expensive.
Well, I don't doubt it.
They're not expensive, but
It's
like,
basically throwing it away, but I get a little back. It's like
yeah,
recycling.
yeah, just like what I'm doing with the stone over here.
I definitely don't want it.
Oof.
Stone, at least someday, maybe I'll want to build an entire New York City block or something. This, unless I was going to raise an army of wolves, I have no real use for this. And even then, it wouldn't be sustainable. Like if I was going to raise an army of wolves, I would just make like a zombie, or not a zombie farm, some kind of animal farm that gives me meat.
Mm-hmm. Is there a
What?
limit to the wolves?
What do you mean?
They put like an artificial limit, like you can only have 12 wolves or something.
No, I'm definitely past 12. I don't think there's a limit at all.
Oh, here's my
But
cleric.
it
over
wouldn't
here.
surprise me if there was, and I didn't know about it.
I know there used to be one on the Xbox version, the Xbox 360 version. Should I get this Fletcher? Let's see what he does.
I just found the cleric man under the base. He gave me 16 emeralds for, I think I had like, what was it? What's he selling it at? Oops, I lost him. He's hiding somewhere from me. He was buying it at 32 per emerald, so not too bad. Like I said, I don't want it. I definitely don't want it. That's just free money for me. It's like there's a game I play where you're out fighting like monsters of evil or whatever in the woods, and one of the things you can buy is a hunter's license, so you get paid for everything you kill on top of you already have to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why not also get paid?
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I got 3 levels. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, you get these levels a lot faster than you would even want when you're trading.
Yep, that was all his today's trade. He said, "That's enough flesh. I'm done for now."
Oh, well, I think I've done about all I can do. They need to go to sleep, and I'm not really in too much of a hurry, so this is gonna go into a box for next time.
I'm gonna put my last couple books onto my equipment. If I don't have enough, I'll go out, maybe sell some more flesh, kill some more stuff at night until I can finish my enchanting. And once again, thank you very much for your donations.
Yeah, man.
And my dog just farted in this room. I am going to die.
I was getting worried yesterday. I had a fart and it smelled like Myra's fart, and I was like, "Uh-oh, did I get some sort of like cross-contaminated like dog coli or something?" Nah. but it turned out that I'm fine.
We were making sloppy joes earlier, and it smelled like the dog had pooped in the house. It all of a sudden there was just this horrible, horrible smell. We're like, "What is that? Is that the meat?" That no, it's not the meat. It smells like it's the meat. It's like coming from the kitchen. So it turns out, yeah, poured hot grease into a peanut butter jar, and it started melting.
Oh,
Didn't realize it was that hot. The smell was peanut butter, grease, and melting plastic.
ooh.
Yeah, that's generally why we keep pickle jars. Didn't realize that was not glass, apparently, when my dad poured that in there. We're like, what is that? It stinks so bad. What is... Oh, no. We're used to our dog farting on us. He's quite the stinker. He always does it when he's asleep.
Is it a big dog?
Yep, black lab, 70 pounds worth of stink. Clear a room easily. Clear a level of the house if he's feeling daring. Control his diet quite well to try and prevent that. Let's see.
So these guys woke up and started trading with me again, so I'm like, why not? Trade with them until they're done trading. Which could be a while, because they're refreshing the crates.
There's not much to put on pants, is there?
Oh, I accidentally bought a bunch of cookies.
Protection on
no, I think
breaking
it's just
and
protection on
mending.
breaking mending.
I should add something extra to that. There needs to be more options for enchantments, I think. Not that we need any more chests filled with books. But I think there should just be like more variety, more choices to make in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fire protection, blast protection, very, very like niche uses.
Yeah, I feel like just Minecraft in general is just so much more conservative compared to, like, let's say Terraria.
Mm-hmm.
Terraria is just like, you come up with an idea, we'll add it, put it in there, let's go.
There's a full golfing.
Yeah, I saw the golfing NPC in the wiki, and I was like, what is that? That's not a mod?
No, that's a man. He's a golf. There's a lawnmower. You can drive it over it. It'll make the grass not grow longer. Your camera will actually follow your hit when you hit a golf ball.
Huh.
And there's like, you can set up holes and points and all
Seems
that kind of
weird to
fun
do that
stuff.
in 2D.
It was something they added in the last update. So it was like, all right, Journey's End. It's the end of the game. We're adding like the final couple things. Also, here's golf. You guys can play golf now.
How do you miss the hole, though? Can you miss it?
I mean, it's golf. Yes, you can hit it the wrong way.
Like, you can either go left or you can go right.
You go not enough left or not enough right. You can. There also you
I
got
guess you can go too
verticality
much.
involved.
You can putt a little too hard.
Yeah, we've all putted a little too hard. We've all hit the ball in mini golf and it bounced off of the side of the
hole
big...
and then leaves the course.
Yep, and it goes into like a little decorative stream or just goes rolling down some other course that was nearby. Whenever we travel, we always end up mini golfing because apparently that's what they do in tourist places. Here, play some mini golf.
Yeah, we used to do that a lot too.
I think I'm secretly developing skills for it, but I don't know about them. It's like I get hole-in-ones, and I'm just like, huh. But that was definitely not on purpose, any of that.
Oh yeah.
I think it's just, it's like an unconscious feeling of like you've done this enough times. You should know how to do it by now.
Well, you get the knowledge of like, okay, a hole like this,
How hard
where do
it's
they
gonna
actually want
go.
me to hit it?
Yeah. That and how high off the ground is this ball going to go and go over the edge and somewhere it's not supposed to.
Okay. Well, it is 1:38. And it's time for going to bed. Ooh, he's like,
I won't be far behind. I just got 2 more books to shove on here.
yes.
Efficiency and mending, and I will be fully kitted out.
Unfortunately, I don't have
Slightly,
any viewers to send you.
slightly less netherrighted, but fully kitted out as
Yeah,
well.
Netherite doesn't do much. I think the only one is like the Smite Sword. That's a big deal, but everything else is not really a big effect. Unless you're like trying to swim in lava, and that's kind of big.
Yeah, not planning on that. Like if so, alchemy will fill in the gaps for me.
Yeah, I like it because those alchemy things they don't stack, so it's like I can just use one
Right.
slot and my lava's covered. Well, technically, all of my armor has to be netherite, but yeah, inventory slot savings.
Mm-hmm.
I
It's
like
important in a game like this.
inventory slot
Heck. Oh,
savings.
okay. There's just a bunch of bees stuck in a boat down here. Oh,
Hmm.
that's not good. I tried to free it, and apparently the entire boat hitbox is bee, so I just punched a bee, and now a bunch of other bees are chasing me. It's a good thing I put
Uh-oh.
Depth Strider on here.
Are you by Daphne's house?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of angry bees behind her house currently.
Did they become unangry or did they just die?
Yeah, they'll become unangry. That doesn't even take very long, actually.
Yeah, we have so many bees at this point that nothing can really bring us down. We need to start collecting honey though. Cause gotta make some honey blocks. I gotta come up with some new designs. I want to make an ocean and then end. I need to come up with some new designs to make that easier.
Yep, they're already not. They're done being angry already.
Ah, nice. All right, well, this will be the end of my stream, though Busters will still be going on a little bit longer. See you guys later.